Hey everyone, it's Khan, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving deep into a crucial aspect of the OET writing subtest, mastering the art of referencing previous visits in your referral letters. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, how hard can it be to mention a previous appointment? Trust me, in the high-stakes world of the OET, even the smallest details matter. A well-structured and informative referral letter can make all the difference in ensuring your patient receives the best possible care. So whether you're a seasoned healthcare professional or just starting your OET journey, stick around because I'm about to share some insider tips and tricks to help you write referral letters that are clear, concise, and oh so impressive to the assessors. Let's get started. When you're referencing a patient's previous visits, it's crucial to be concise and only include details that are relevant to the current referral. Remember, the goal is to provide a clear and focused account of the patient's medical history, without overwhelming the reader with unnecessary information. For example, instead of writing, "The patient has a history of multiple visits for various complaints, including headaches, back pain, and a common cold," you could say, "The patient has a history of recurrent headaches, relevant to the current referral for neurological assessment." See the difference? Keep it tight, keep it relevant. Imagine reading a story where the events are jumbled up. Confusing, right? The same principle applies to your referral letters. Presenting patient information in chronological order creates a logical flow, making it easier for the reader to follow the patient's medical journey. Start with the earliest relevant visit and work your way forward, clearly outlining the dates and reasons for each encounter. This chronological approach helps establish a clear timeline of the patient's health history, enabling the receiving healthcare professional to quickly grasp the context of the referral. Think of this as providing the Cliff Notes version of the patient's previous visits. Instead of detailing every single interaction, focus on summarizing the key pieces of information. What were the primary concerns during those visits? What investigations were done? Were there any significant findings or diagnoses made? By extracting and presenting this key information, you provide a concise overview that allows the reader to quickly understand the patient's history and the reasons for the current referral. Remember, you're not just listing past visits in isolation. Your goal is to connect the dots between the patient's past medical history and their current condition. This helps demonstrate continuity of care and provides valuable context for the referral. For instance, you might say, "The patient's current symptoms of dizziness began shortly after a visit to our clinic for a minor head injury," prompting this referral for further neurological evaluation. By linking the past and present, you create a more comprehensive and informative picture for the receiving healthcare provider. This one's crucial. Remember, you're writing a formal medical document, so maintain a professional tone throughout your letter. Use appropriate medical terminology, but avoid jargon that might be unfamiliar to the reader. Instead of saying, "The patient's tummy hurt," you'd say, "The patient reported experiencing abdominal pain." Similarly, instead of "The patient felt a bit off," you'd write, "The patient reported feeling unwell." See the difference? Professional language ensures clarity and maintains the credibility of your letter. When referencing previous visits, it's essential to stick to the facts and avoid injecting your personal opinions or interpretations. Remember, your role is to present the patient's medical history objectively, allowing the reader to form their own conclusions. For example, instead of writing, "I think the patient's previous doctor didn't investigate their symptoms thoroughly," you could say, "The patient's previous medical records indicate that further investigations were not pursued at that time." By sticking to the facts, you ensure your letter remains neutral and unbiased. Dates are your best friends when referencing previous visits. They provide a clear timeline of events, making it easy for the reader to follow the patient's medical journey. Always include specific dates for each visit, using a consistent format throughout your letter. For example, instead of writing, "The patient was seen a few months ago," you could say, "The patient was last seen on 12th June 2023. This level of specificity eliminates any ambiguity and ensures clarity in your communication. When referencing a previous visit, it's essential to clearly state the outcome of that visit. What were the findings? Was a diagnosis made? Were any treatments or interventions provided? For instance, you might write, following the patient's visit on 1st May 2023, a diagnosis of hypertension was made, and the patient was started on a low-sodium diet and prescribed antihypertensive medication. By outlining the outcome, you provide crucial context for the current referral. Just like a well-organized story, a well-structured referral letter is easy to follow and understand. Ensure your letter follows a logical format, typically with an introduction, body, and conclusion. In the body of the letter, dedicate a specific section to referencing previous visits, using clear headings and bullet points to improve readability. This structured approach ensures that your message is delivered in a clear and organized manner. Finally, never underestimate the power of proofreading. Before submitting your letter, take the time to carefully review it for any errors in grammar, spelling, punctuation, and clarity. It's helpful to read your letter out loud to catch any awkward phrasing or missing information. Remember, a polished and error-free letter reflects your professionalism and attention to detail, further enhancing the credibility of your referral. So there you have it, my top tips for mastering the art of referencing previous visits in your OET letters. Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep practicing these techniques, and I'm confident you'll see a significant improvement in your writing skills. Don't forget to download my free OET letter writing checklist in the description below. It's packed with even more helpful tips and tricks to boost your OET writing confidence. Now go out there and ace that OET writing subtest. I believe in you.